If every morning you find yourself rubbing your knees before you can stand, if your hands tingle when you pick up your phone, if your legs feel like they're made of stone after just a few steps, you are not alone. These are not just signs of getting older. They are red flags, clear warnings that your body's natural collagen is running low. And when collagen breaks down, so do your joints, your nerves, your balance, and eventually, your mobility. By the time we reach our 60s, we've already lost more than 30% of our collagen stores. That's the structural glue that keeps our joints cushioned, our nerves protected, and our muscles moving the way they should. And if nothing changes, that decline only speeds up. But here's the good news. You don't need expensive injections. You don't need powders or pills with names you can't pronounce. Your body already knows how to heal itself. It just needs the right fuel, natural fuel. In this video, we'll walk through 8 vegetables, yes, simple vegetables, that science shows can help restart collagen production, protect your joints, and bring feeling and strength back to your hands and legs. So before we dive in, tell me, do you feel it more in your hands or your legs? Let me know in the comments below. I read every one. Now let's get started. Let's start with something you probably already have sitting in your fridge: red bell peppers. They're bright, crisp, sweet, and believe it or not, one of the most powerful vegetables when it comes to rebuilding collagen, especially the kind your body desperately needs after 60. Here's the truth most people don't realize. Without enough vitamin C, your body can't even start the process of making collagen. And red bell peppers, they're loaded with it. Just half a cup gives you over 150% of your daily vitamin C needs. But we're not talking about any old vitamin C pill here. This is live, plant-based, bioavailable vitamin C, the kind your body actually knows how to use. And that matters, because vitamin C is the spark plug. It turns on the enzymes your body uses to convert amino acids into strong, flexible collagen fibers. Without it, your joints stiffen, your skin thins, and that tingly feeling in your hands and feet? It only gets worse. A major clinical study found that older adults with high vitamin C intake had better grip strength, faster walking speed, and lower markers of inflammation. That's not a coincidence. That's chemistry working in your favor. But there's more. Red bell peppers also contain capsanthin, a natural antioxidant that fights off the oxidative stress breaking down your cartilage, especially in high-wear areas like your knees, wrists, and ankles. Think about this. Every time you walk, stand, or even roll over in bed, your joints take pressure. And as collagen breaks down, there's less cushion, more friction, more pain. But the nutrients in red bell peppers act like a repair team, rushing in to rebuild and protect the soft tissue that makes movement possible. Now, here's what most people get wrong: they cook them to death. Heat destroys vitamin C. So if you want the full benefit, eat red bell peppers raw or lightly sautéed at the very end of cooking. Toss them in a salad. Pair them with hummus. Or slice them fresh as a snack. And don't wait until symptoms get worse. If your knees creak when you stand, if your hands go numb when you type or hold a mug, this one vegetable might be the easiest, most affordable tool you're overlooking. Because while others are spending hundreds on collagen powders and supplements that may never absorb, you could be rebuilding from the inside out with something as simple as a red bell pepper. Now let's talk about broccoli. And no, it's not just a side dish your grandkids push around on their plate. For anyone over 60, this green powerhouse might just be one of the most underrated tools for joint repair and collagen recovery. Here's why. Broccoli contains a unique compound called sulforaphane. And what sulforaphane does is pretty incredible. It triggers your body's internal repair system. Think of it like a switch. Once it flips on, your body starts producing more enzymes that fight inflammation, clear out damaged tissue, and most importantly, protect your collagen-producing cells. And collagen? That's the structure under the skin, under the joints. It's what keeps your knees from grinding, your fingers from locking, and your balance from fading. As we age, that structure gets brittle, weak. But collagen fibers fray like old rope. That's when you start to feel popping knees, stiff ankles, or even numbness in your fingertips. Sulforaphane helps slow that breakdown and even encourages repair. One study published in the Journal of Cellular Physiology showed that sulforaphane not only protects fibroblasts, the cells that make collagen, but actually helps them recover from stress and injury. That means fewer flare-ups, less stiffness, more strength in your steps. But broccoli doesn't stop there. It's also packed with vitamin C, vitamin K, calcium, and glucosinolates, a combo that not only helps build new collagen but also shields the collagen you still have from further damage. And here's something most people overlook. Broccoli also supports nerve health. Yes, those pins and needles you feel in your hands or legs. That burning sensation when you sit too long. Broccoli's antioxidants help protect nerve endings from oxidative damage, which becomes more common as collagen breaks down and blood flow slows. Plus, it helps regulate blood sugar, and that's critical because high glucose levels can stiffen collagen, making tissues more rigid, less flexible, and more prone to injury. So if your knees creak when you get out of bed, or your legs feel unsteady on stairs, broccoli shouldn't be an afterthought, it should be a daily habit. Steam it lightly, toss it in a stir-fry, or blend it into a soup, but whatever you do, don't skip it. Because while others are chasing miracle cures, you'll be giving your body the raw materials it needs to rebuild naturally, from the inside out. Here's a quick question for you. Have you ever noticed your joints feeling stiff for no reason? Like, not after a workout or a fall, just regular movement suddenly feels tight. Or maybe your muscles feel slower to bounce back after a simple walk or a stretch. If that sounds familiar, your body might be running low on one of the most powerful internal defenders you've never heard of, glutathione. And guess what? Asparagus is one of the best natural sources of it. Glutathione is what scientists call your master antioxidant. It's like rust protection for your cells, especially the ones that form connective tissue like cartilage, tendons, and yes, collagen. As we age, oxidative stress starts to chip away at that tissue, kind of like how metal rusts over time. The result? Joints that feel brittle, muscles that don't heal as fast, collagen fibers that can't keep up. That's where asparagus comes in. Every bite delivers a hit of glutathione, helping your body fight inflammation, repair damage, and slow the aging of your connective tissue from the inside out. But that's not all. Asparagus is also rich in vitamin K, which is critical after 60 because it tells calcium where to go. Instead of drifting into your joints, causing stiffness or calcification, vitamin K helps guide it back into your bones, where it belongs. That means stronger bones and fewer sharp aches in your knees, hips, and hands. It also contains folate, a B vitamin that supports cell turnover. Without enough folate, your body's repair cycle slows down. Wounds heal slower. Skin loses elasticity. And collagen fibers weaken. Now, I know asparagus isn't everyone's favorite. Maybe it wasn't on your dinner plate growing up. But if you're feeling soreness that lingers, if your joints snap, or your fingers cramp unexpectedly, it's worth a second look. Try roasting it with a little olive oil, or steaming it just until tender. Add it to scrambled eggs or a salad. It's simple, it's accessible, and it could be exactly what your joints have been asking for. So let me ask you this. When was the last time asparagus made it onto your plate? If it's been a while, maybe today's the day to bring it back. Now here's one you probably don't eat often, but maybe you should. Seaweed. I know what you're thinking. Seaweed? Really? Yes, really. This slippery green plant from the ocean is one of the most nutrient-dense, collagen-supporting foods on the planet, especially for older adults. Why? Because seaweed is loaded with rare trace minerals like iodine, zinc, copper, and manganese, nutrients your body needs to activate collagen production. Not just supply the parts, but actually turn them into the connective tissue that holds your joints, cartilage, and nerves together. Without these minerals, your collagen network stays weak, no matter how much protein or vitamin C you're taking in. It's like trying to build a house without nails. You've got the wood, but nothing to hold it up. On top of that, seaweed contains fucoidan, a natural compound found in brown seaweeds that's been shown in studies to stimulate fibroblast activity, reduce inflammation, and even help rebuild damaged connective tissue. That means support for your knees, your hips, your fingers, even the nerves running through your spine. Seaweed also supports your thyroid, which controls your metabolism and tissue repair. If your thyroid is sluggish, and many people over 60 don't even know it is, you may feel cold hands, slow healing, fatigue, and even tingling in your legs. Seaweed gives your thyroid the iodine it needs to wake back up and get things moving again. And here's something else most people don't realize. The health of your skin, joints, and nerves is deeply connected. If one breaks down, the others follow. That's why seaweed isn't just a gut health food or a sushi ingredient. It's a full-body collagen booster. And for people over 60, it's one of the most overlooked. You don't need to eat it by the bowl. Just a few sheets of dried nori, a sprinkle of seaweed flakes on your soup or salad a few times a week. It's that easy. So if you've made it this far in the video, and you're starting to realize your body just might be missing some of these deeper building blocks, hit that subscribe button now. Because we've got more science-backed, natural health tips coming every single week, specifically for people over 60 who want to stay strong, independent, and in control of their own health. Now let's move on, because the next vegetable might already be in your fridge, and it's doing more for your joints than most supplements ever could. Have you ever had that strange feeling where your legs feel heavy, like you're dragging weights? Or your toes feel cold even when the room is warm? Maybe it's not just age. Maybe it's not just poor circulation. Maybe it's your body crying out for better blood flow, and beets might be exactly what it's been missing. Beets are one of the most powerful natural foods for improving microcirculation. That's the tiny blood vessels in your hands, feet, knees, and lower legs. And when those little vessels get weak or clogged, your collagen-producing cells get starved. No nutrients. No oxygen. No repair. That's when pain creeps in. Tingling starts. Healing slows. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to stay that way. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide, a compound that helps open up blood vessels, increase oxygen delivery, and literally reawaken tired tissue. In one study, older adults who drank beet juice saw a 21% increase in blood flow to their legs, stronger walking endurance, and more muscle activation in the lower body. But that's just the beginning. Because when circulation improves, collagen gets what it needs to rebuild. That stiffness in your knees? The numbness in your hands? Those might not be permanent, they might just be signals that collagen hasn't been getting the support it needs. Yet. And let's not forget beta-cyanin, the deep red pigment in beets that acts as a potent antioxidant. It helps clear out the free radicals that break down collagen and inflame your joints. So you're not just moving better, you're healing better. Now, a quick tip. Don't boil your beets to death. Steam them, roast them, juice them, or shred them raw into a salad with a little citrus to boost nitrate absorption. And let me say this. If your legs feel 10 years older than the rest of you, don't ignore it. Because by the time poor circulation shows up on the outside, collagen damage is already happening on the inside. Beets may not look like much, but they could be the turning point between getting slower or getting stronger. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed that your hands sometimes feel a little numb, like they don't quite listen to you? Or maybe your legs feel less responsive, like you're not fully in control of them anymore? That strange disconnect, that fading sensation, it's subtle at first. But for many people over 60, it gets worse with time. That's exactly where spinach comes in. This leafy green might look soft and simple, but don't let that fool you. It's one of the most collagen-protective, inflammation-fighting vegetables you can eat, especially if you're dealing with nerve issues or stiffness in your joints. Here's how it works. First, spinach is packed with vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene. That's the nutrient your body uses to regulate the very genes that control collagen production. Without enough of it, your collagen-making cells, called fibroblasts, slow down. The result? Weaker tissue. Slower recovery. Less structure holding your body together. But spinach doesn't stop there. It also delivers lutein and chlorophyll, two natural compounds that help detox your tissues and reduce chronic inflammation, which is one of the biggest enemies of collagen. As inflammation builds up around joints and nerves, it wears away at the protective layers, causing that burning, tight, or dull feeling so many people learn to live with. You don't have to live with it. Spinach is also one of the best plant-based sources of magnesium, a mineral most older adults are dangerously low in. Magnesium is essential for muscle and nerve function, blood flow, and yes, collagen enzyme activity. Without it, your muscles cramp, your hands might tingle, and your joints don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay healthy. And here's something you might not know, spinach contains natural nitrates too. They help open up blood vessels and improve circulation to your hands, your knees, your feet. Better blood flow means better repair, better feeling, less numbness. So let me ask you this. Have you eaten spinach this week? If not, what's stopping you? Let me know in the comments. Is it the taste? The texture? Or maybe you just didn't know what it could really do for your body. Try it fresh in a salad, sautéed lightly with garlic, or blended into a smoothie. You don't need much. Just a handful a day can start making a difference. Because when it comes to protecting how your body moves and how it feels, spinach is far more than just a green leaf. It's a daily shield for your joints, your nerves, and your sense of control. Alright, here's the one that surprises just about everyone. Parsley. Yes, that little green garnish sitting on the side of your plate. You've probably seen it your whole life, maybe even pushed it aside, thinking it was just decoration. But what if I told you that parsley might be one of the most powerful collagen-restoring vegetables you've never paid attention to? Let me explain. Parsley is a natural vitamin C powerhouse. Gram for gram, it actually contains more vitamin C than an orange. And as you already know, without vitamin C, your body literally cannot build collagen. It doesn't matter how much protein you eat or how many supplements you take. Without this one vitamin, collagen fibers can't form. They can't repair. They can't survive. But parsley does more than just provide vitamin C. It also contains vitamin K, chlorophyll, and a unique plant compound called apigenin. Apigenin helps calm inflammation in collagen-producing cells, which means not only are you making more collagen, you're protecting what's already there. If your hands have been going numb at night, if your knees feel loose, or your skin seems thinner and slower to heal, parsley might be the simple, overlooked key your body's been waiting for. Most people have no idea. And by the time they find out, they've already spent hundreds on collagen powders, creams, or injections. All while ignoring this quiet little herb that costs cents, not dollars, and can do far more, naturally. So let me ask you, when's the last time parsley made it into your meal on purpose, not just by accident? Drop a comment and tell me. I want to know, are you one of the rare few who's been using it all along? If not, it's time to start. Just a few tablespoons of fresh parsley a day, chopped into soups, tossed into salads, blended into smoothies, can provide more collagen-boosting nutrients than most over-the-counter supplements. So the next time you see parsley on your plate, don't ignore it. Don't brush it aside. Use it. Eat it. Let it work. Because sometimes, the most powerful medicine doesn't come in a bottle, it comes in a handful of green leaves that have been there all along. If you've ever felt like your joints were grinding, like your fingers were locking up, or your knees just didn't want to bend the way they used to, okra might be exactly what your body's been craving. Yes, okra. That sticky, sometimes slimy green pod that a lot of people pass over at the grocery store because they don't know what it really does. Inside every pod is a gel-like substance called mucilage, and that's where the magic happens. Mucilage acts like plant-based joint lubricant. It mimics the natural synovial fluid that cushions your joints. As we age and collagen breaks down, our joints lose that slick protection. They get dry, inflamed, stiff, and that's when pain sets in. Okra steps in as a natural replacement, coating your joints and helping to reduce friction. So instead of that grinding feeling when you stand up or walk, your joints move smoother, quieter, like they've been oiled from the inside out. But that's just the beginning. Okra also contains powerful compounds like pectin, rhamnobilaccharin, and polyphenol, which work together to stimulate collagen production, reduce inflammation, and protect cartilage from breaking down. In fact, a 2021 study showed that okra extract not only reduced joint inflammation, it also improved collagen density and helped regenerate damaged cartilage. That's a big deal. Because when cartilage wears away, the bones grind. the nerves get compressed. The pain increases. And for many older adults, that leads to numbness in the fingers, burning in the feet, even issues like carpal tunnel or sciatica. Okra doesn't just protect cartilage. It helps restore it. It's also rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, and manganese, all essential for collagen formation. Vitamin C activates collagen-building enzymes. Vitamin K keeps calcium from depositing in the joints. And manganese is key to forming proline, one of the main building blocks of collagen. Plus, okra contains quercetin and flavonoids, which help calm irritated nerves, supporting those fragile connections in your hands, legs, and spine. So if you've been waking up stiff, if your fingers tingle or your knees ache when you walk, okra might be the most overlooked, most powerful food you're not eating enough of. Try it steamed, lightly sautéed, or added to soups and stews. You don't need much, just a few pods a day can go a long way toward rebuilding what time and age have worn down. It's not just a vegetable. It's your joint's natural repair system. So here's what I want you to remember. Collagen doesn't vanish overnight. It fades slowly, quietly. And then one day, your hands tingle, your knees ache, and your legs feel weaker than you remember. But the good news? Your body can rebuild when you give it what it needs. These 8 vegetables aren't magic. They're real food, backed by real science. And when you eat them daily, even in small amounts, they give your joints, your nerves, and your muscles the building blocks to heal. Start simple, pick 2 or 3. Cook them the way you like. And stick with it for 2 weeks. You may be surprised by how different your body feels. And when that moment comes, when the stairs don't feel as steep, or your hands don't tingle when you hold your phone, come back and tell us. Drop a comment and share your story. Because someone else might be feeling exactly like you do right now, and your experience could give them hope. If this video helped you, even just one tip, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and it helps us keep creating content that supports you and others on this journey. And if you know someone who's struggling with joint pain or numbness, send this video their way. It could be the one thing they've been missing. Thank you for spending time with me today. Stay strong, stay steady, and I'll see you in the next video.